Fight number 11. Introducing first, Daniel Triani.
And here is one half of our Massa ACT middleweight state title bout. It is Daniel Triani fighting out of MMA FFT in Sydney, New South Wales. A blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu, undefeated as you said, Danielle. And he told us that he is a complete MMA fighter, as are all the fighters from MMA FFT.
He is the second last MMA FFT fighter on the card tonight. Obviously, we've had a number of them already. We have one in the main event, so he's in good company with the team. As we talked about, with that many people all getting ready for a fight together, it pushes them all, the intensity, the pace and training as they all get ready together. Stepping up in weight, we are for this one. This is the Massa ACT middleweight state title, 83.9 kilogram division. And this bout is brought to you by ABS Facade.
It's very, very interesting how this card came together. But the matchup from MMA FFT and ED Academy in Scone for this ACT middleweight state title is actually the same matchup gym-wise that we've got in our professional main event. So I dare say there'll be some bragging rights in these next few fights of just which gym comes out on top in those two matchups as well.
Absolutely. One is going to have a belt to take home and the other one gets a pro win. So big stakes for both fights. As Daniel Triani enters the cage.
Introducing from the red corner, Taylor Pryor.
And making his way to the cage from the red corner. He's done the travel all the way from Scone. It's Taylor Pryor out of ED Academy. Taylor undefeated 3-0, boasting a record of all finishes. He is a blue belt, and he also notably has won a few local BJJ comps. And he's coming out to another cracker walkout song that's getting the crowd very, very engaged. They're all singing along.
Taylor telling us that he is a grapple-heavy pressure fighter, always looking to finish the fight. And as you said, Danielle, he has had all finishes thus far in his undefeated amateur career. And I have seen him fight on multiple occasions, and that description is definitely accurate. Always hunting the finish with that grapple-heavy approach that the guys at ED Academy have. Very, very slick submissions and wrestling. There are no slouches on the feet either. They're very, very handy in the striking department also.
Always cool, calm and collected is Taylor Pryor as he enters the cage. No wasted energy.
Fight number 11. This bout is 5 3-minute rounds and is proudly sponsored by ABS Facade. Ladies and gentlemen, our first title fight of the night. This bout is for the Endouro Amateur Middleweight Master ACT State title. Introducing first from the blue corner at an official weight of 83.35 kilograms with a record of 2-0, representing MMA FFT, Daniel Triani. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner at an official weight of 83 kilograms with a record of 3-0, representing ED Academy, Taylor Pryor. Fighters to the center.
The first of 2 amateur state championship fights has the cage door locked. Referee's final instructions said, first horn sounded, Taylor Pryor, immediate pressure early, hunting for that takedown, utilising that leg lace position to try and get Daniel Triani to the mat. The counter wrestling from Daniel Triani on point though. Now he's the one in the controlling position.
Yeah, Taylor Pryor went for the single. Triani kind of hit the switch and rotated him with his own single. Now they're both fighting for position here. Daniel getting Taylor down here. Taylor locking up a guard though. And this is where Taylor's jiu-jitsu may come into play here. Feels comfortable on the bottom with that guard. He's got the overhooks there, really trying to just break down the posture of Daniel, limit any kind of damage. Daniel trying to push Taylor against the cage, putting his head there in that awkward position. It is nasty when you're kind of getting your head pushed up against the cage like that.
They are both blue belts in jiu-jitsu, so it's not like Daniel Triani does not have any knowledge of the submission game. He is in top position right now. Taylor Pryor doing a great job with the overhook and his guard. Hasn't taken any damage so far while being in the bottom position. Daniel Triani able to draw that right hand back through, clear that overhook, trying to create a bit of space so he can rain down some punches from this top position.
1 minute left in this round.
The corner there of the MMA FFT coaching their fighter through this position well. There's a lot of space now and a big hammer fist rains down onto Taylor Pryor. Able to build some height again is Daniel Triani. Heavy pressure on, looking to find a spot where he can...
Postures up, looking to do damage here. Oh, big right hand lands for Daniel. Taylor just transitioning through these positions, getting out of the range of as much damage as he can.
And some big, heavy ground and pound to end the first round. Daniel Triani and Taylor Pryor grappling for the majority of the opening round here. Daniel Triani on top. Taylor Pryor mitigating damage for the most part until about the last 30 seconds of that first and opening round.
Now remember, this is round 1 of a possible 5 as we are in our first amateur title fight here for the night. Both gentlemen breathing a little heavy after the first round, sucking him in. There was a lot of grappling in that, a lot of exchanges. It is hard work. It's hard on the body.
Yeah, as you said, Danielle, this is a title fight. We do have 5 3-minute rounds for the Massa ACT middleweight state title. It's got a bit of water here in the corner of the Eddie Academy team. Daniel Triani and Taylor Pryor. Round number 2.
Oh, and it's a fast start.
Oh!
The head kick.
With the lead leg too. Oh! And a short little left hook for Daniel Triani.
And it's a ninja choke attempt here.
This is
from
tight.
Daniel. It's very tight.
This is very, very tight.
It's nasty.
Taylor Pryor still hunting. And he has to sit back to the bottom position to get out of that choke. Did Taylor Pryor. That was nasty enough for him to abandon the takedown attempt and then also sit to the back. Daniel Triani heavy with that cross-face shoulder pressure. Isn't fully committing and hunting for that head and arm choke just yet as Taylor Pryor is able to get that frame in. Daniel Triani on top once again early on.
Yeah, 1 minute already down in this round, 2 to go. As Daniel Triani is on top here. Starting to look to do some damage. Taylor Pryor still doing a good job trying to limit as much damage as he can. Daniel looking to try and get to that crucifix position. Taylor just tying him back up here. Manages to get back to a guard where he feels comfortable here on the ground.
Let's make some noise. Let's get around him.
The open hand palm strikes from the bottom for Taylor Pryor. Just clipping the ear. They are pretty nasty, landing with the palm. You see no padding with that palm strike. Straight to the ear. Taylor Pryor locking up an overhook on this left-hand side. Guard is still closed.
Less than a minute left on the clock in this round.
Moving.
As Daniel Triani just pushing that nasty frame on Taylor Pryor's face, extending his head back, making it hard for Taylor to really throw anything up in that moment. Daniel doing a great job of keeping his hips square to Taylor's as well, trying to limit any submission attempts here. Taylor doing a good job of limiting damage though, even though he's on the bottom. He's breaking down the posture of Daniel. This is a battle here. Daniel really applying pressure here and pushing that head into Taylor Pryor.
Yeah, very good damage mitigation, as you said, Danielle. As Daniel Triani.
Taylor gets up and he puts it to Daniel on the cage here.
Low time left.
Leg.
The end of round 2. Another grappling heavy round in the books. Daniel Triani spending most of the time on top. The head kick lands early for him in that second round at range. And then coming forward, Taylor Pryor able to get Daniel onto the fence, but it was the ninja choke from Daniel Triani that was able to mitigate that takedown attempt and then subsequently ending up on top for the majority of that second round. Two rounds down of a possible 5. And I will say, Danielle, seeing Taylor Pryor fight previous to now as well, You may think that he is being dominated in these positions. He definitely is not.
He is always dangerous.
He's always dangerous.
From the first bell to the last bell, he never gives up. We've seen him come back and pull off finishes late in fights.
He generally gets better as the fight goes on.
That's right.
Oh, big jumping knee, but a right hand for Taylor Pryor. 2 land, and then it's the right hand counter for Triani as he pushes forward.
Oh, and Taylor Pryor gets the beautiful takedown.
Wow.
The timing of that. What a fast
big
up,
knee.
big knee.
And then he goes back to the grappling as well. Looking to get this high crotch single leg is Taylor Pryor. He's going for a right, Triani.
Oh.
Beautiful balance. He's able to stay on his feet, actually. The cage helping him with that balance there, Taylor Pryor. Gets turned now.
A fast start for round number 3 of a possible 5. Daniel manages to turn Taylor onto the cage. They take a moment to breathe here. Daniel with a nasty head position and a knee.
Digging a heavy underhook with that head pressure is Daniel Triani, working up against the fence here in the controlling position, looking to step through and maybe secure a takedown of his own, or just ride out this clinch position.
Yeah,
and try and get a little bit of a rest from that frantic opening start of this third round.
Both the boys are doing like minute adjustments here with their hand placement, fighting for head position, fighting for dominance within these positions here against the cage. This is grueling, grueling work.
Yeah, the head pressure is so nasty. Taylor Pryor has a bit of a leg lace here. It's a very, very interesting position.
Oh, as he goes down, he gets both hands underneath the butt. With 1 minute to go, Daniel Triani was able to suck those legs out here.
Postures up, rains down a hammer fist. He's got Taylor Pryor stacked. Looking to rain down a right hand. Taylor Pryor doing a good job of keeping his legs in between himself as he is now.
Oh, he's underneath. He utilizes that sort of reverse donkey guard there.
They exchange right hand hammer fists as Taylor Pryor tries. It's a very, very interesting position. Neither fighter wanting to explode too much and put themselves at a disadvantage.
Yeah, they were both aware that it might be a bit of a scramble there as to who was going to end up
nice
back in a
right hand from the
position.
bottom there for Taylor Pryor. 3 rounds down, 2 to go. We're into the championship rounds now.
What a chaotic, fast start to that round.
The opening to the third round was absolutely wild. Taylor Pryor landing 2 big right hands, but it was a jumping knee that landed clean for Daniel Triani. Now this is for, once again, the Massa ACT middleweight state title. 3 rounds down, championship rounds 4 and 5 coming your way. And here is where the gas tanks are tested.
We talked to
Round
these guys about their predictions. Daniel said a TKO round 2, and Taylor said a rear naked choke or TKO on the ground. Obviously, round 2 has passed, but both gentlemen still very, very dangerous here. And both coming for those finishes. Nasty leg kick there for Daniel. As he jumps in with that flying knee attempt again. He lands it. Very animated corner from MMA FFT, yelling instructions across the cage to their fighter Daniel Triani.
Heavy pressure forward and into the cage here for Daniel Triani. Head position, very, very nasty. He's looking to go with the body lock takedown.
He gets it straight into mount.
And now he's in the mounted position. He has got Taylor Pryor mounted right in front of the ED Academy team.
He goes, sits back for the choke. He's got their arm
Two
around.
hooks are in.
Two hooks are in.
Body triangle there if he wants to feed that leg through more, which he does.
We've got 2 minutes to work from this very dominant position. He's got the body triangle.
Taylor Pryor does have very, very good jiu-jitsu. See if he can get out of this position. He's trying to twist and turn to end up in the top position. Daniel Triani doing a wonderful job of adjusting. Is now going to abandon that, potentially go to an arm.
He's put both hooks back in. He's now back up on top.
Let's make some noise.
Lands a few strikes in amongst the transition as Taylor Pryor sits straight up. Once again, Daniel putting the threat of the submission on. Every time Taylor sits up, Daniel wraps the arm around his neck, threatening the sub and making him respect the choke.
Only has one hook in now. This might be an opportunity for Taylor Pryor to spin on top.
1 minute left in this round.
Daniel Triani, though, doing a very, very good job of keeping his shoulders and hips in the controlling positions. Now has two hooks in as he looks to secure this submission win. He's going to abandon the hooks and now just go to top position once again, potentially looking to get some damage off with some ground and pound. Here it is.
Taylor Pryor doing a great job to work his way back up to his feet.
Short time now to go in round number 4. Grueling grappling round once again from the boys.
10 seconds. Some damage there from Taylor to end the round. This is a grueling battle.
Absolutely gas tank sapping. The boys taking extremely deep breaths at the end of this round. Another controlling round for the most part for Daniel Triani. Not entirely sure how the judges would have scored it up until this point, but it feels like Taylor Pryor might need a stoppage victory to get the win here in the 5th and final round.
Yeah, we're heading into that final round. 4 rounds in the book. These are big gentlemen, and they have come here in phenomenal shape. They've been pushing the pace in terms of these grappling exchanges. That grappling is tough as it is, let alone they have been doing it for 4 rounds. They got 1 to go.
5th and final round.
The corners absolutely getting their fighters fired up for this 5th and final round. Both of the boys look very, very ready to go. Heavy pressure early for Taylor. Pushes forward with a teep. Big right hand. Beautiful timing on the entry. Both corners calling for the underhook.
Big shots landed by Taylor, but it's Daniel that utilized that timing to take Taylor down as they're right in front of us here in the commentary booth. Once again, that head position is just nasty by Daniel. Really making Taylor have to carry his weight here.
Passes over now. Into half guard does Daniel Triani.
Short little shots here from Daniel, trying to score some damage. A nice knee frame there from Taylor, just trying to create some space, but Daniel straight back in. Applying that pressure, making sure that his hips
he
are
fires
square.
up the triangle. The posture, very, very good for Daniel Triani. Now he tries to
attempts that
transition for the arm.
Some nasty palm strikes there. from bottom from Taylor. Daniel has triangled the legs though, putting in that hip pressure. Nasty palm strikes once again from Taylor. It solicits a response from Daniel.
Let's make some noise for these warriors.
Daniel with the short punches.
Taylor Pryor doing a good job staying safe here from the bottom.
Yeah, he relocks the guard there. Those frames.
Fires up an arm.
Oh my goodness. Tried to go back from the arm to the triangle, but it is Daniel Triani.
Heavy pressure. Stacking.
Only 1 minute to go in this fight. Less than 1 minute.
Right hand fires down the middle for Daniel Triani. He's in a very dominant position here. He's got Taylor Pryor stacked in this 5th round.
It looks like Daniel it looked like he was digging to go towards the legs there. He gets back to guard, palm strikes, and again those frames, but Daniel posturing up, stacking the legs of Taylor, landing a nice little right hand. Oh, and a
left from the bottom.
A left from the bottom, and a hammer fist from the bottom. Daniel doing a great job stacking there.
Short time to go here. Just about 10 seconds to go in the 5th and final round. This one is for the Massa ACT middleweight state title.
We're in the 5th and final round with seconds to go. The boys are swinging from top and bottom. And just like that, that is the end of the fight, ladies and gentlemen.
5 rounds in the books. It was a grappling, heavy fight here for the Massa ACT middleweight state title, sponsored by ABS Facade. The MMA FFT product, Daniel Triani, spent the majority of that fight in a dominant position.
Yeah, beautifully grappling work up against the cage, always making sure that the hips were square to limit any submission offense from Taylor. It was a grappler versus grappler basically, but they both almost had an agreement to throw strikes in the first 10 seconds of every round. Kind of the opposite of the Max Holloway, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I will say, even with that control and dominant time from Daniel Triani in that fight, the damage with those open palm strikes from the bottom from Taylor Pryor, even though he was in the worst position, he was, you know, opening up and looking to score those points from the bottom with those open palm strikes.
Yeah, always trying to get some damage off from any position.
And did an extremely good job mitigating damage as well from the bottom. You know, didn't find the sub, threw up multiple sub attempts throughout the fight. But you would say that Daniel Triani is going to be your new state champion as we go in center cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight has gone all 5 rounds. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision and new Endouro amateur middleweight Massa ACT state title from the blue corner, Daniel Triani.
And there it is. The belt has been wrapped around the waist of the still undefeated fighter from MMA FFT, Daniel Triani. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Daniel Triani. Daniel, talk us through that. What was your game plan going into the fight?
Game plan was just to come in here and give it my all, honestly. I was comfortable wherever the fight went. My team, they prepared me so well. Striking, grappling, whatever, we mix it all together. Best team in the world, honestly.
You fought against a very tough opponent. You applied the pressure well, very well versed across all assets of fighting. What's next?
what's next? Back to training on Monday. I'll talk to my coaches, see what we have in store.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Daniel Triani.
Gets to celebrate with his team now, does Daniel Triani, with that shiny gold belt wrapped around his waist. The new Massa ACT middleweight state champion. He's going to have a target on his back now, holding that gold.
That is right. We've seen a lot of exceptional middleweights on the show. I'm sure there's plenty that were watching that fight. No doubt Daniel Triani will be back in future to defend that belt. What a performance. Such dominant grappling there. Being able to shut down the jiu-jitsu, which we know is very high level of Taylor Pryor. The boys also putting on a show on the feet at the beginning of those rounds. And Daniel Triani gets to take home that beautiful looking Enduro Fight Series belt.